After a slump in prices that began in 2006 pushed the country into recession, the stabilization in home values is contributing to gains in consumer confidence that are helping underpin spending. Federal Reserve policymakers have promised to keep interest rates low through mid-2015 to spur growth and reduce unemployment. The housing recovery has had modest momentum, said Anika Khan, a senior economist at Wells Fargo Securities LLC in Charlotte, North Carolina, a subsidiary of the largest U.S. mortgage lender. We still are looking for housing improvement and think that trend will continue. Estimates in the Bloomberg Thank You for Trying Verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Survey ranged from gains of 1.5% to 3.1%. The Case-Shiller Index is based on a 3-month average, which means the August data were influenced by transactions in June and July. All U.S. equity markets, which were closed yesterday, will be shut again today in the aftermath of Sandy, the Atlantic superstorm that slammed into the East Coast. It was the first shutdown for stock markets in consecutive days due to weather since 1888. The Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association said bond trading would also be suspended today. 1-month changed home prices adjusted for seasonal. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Variations increased 0.5% in August from the prior month, with 19 of 20 cities showing gains. Seattle was the exception, showing a 0.1% decline. Unadjusted prices climbed 0.9%. The softening in unadjusted prices that typically happens at this time of year as sales cool may be exacerbated in the short-run wake of Sandy, said Khan. We could see in the Northeast in particular a little bit of a pullback in home sales, Khan said. The month-to-month declines are going to be because of the seasonally slow time of year, she said. The year-over-year gauge. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Provides better indications of trends in prices, according to the S&P/Case-Shiller Group. The panel includes Carl Case and Robert Shiller, the economists who created the index. 17 of the 20 cities in the index showed a year-over-year gain, led by an 18.8% increase in Phoenix. Atlanta led declines, with a 6.1% drop. Continued recovery. The sustained good news in home prices over the past 5 months makes us optimistic for continued recovery in the housing market, David Blitzer, chairman of the Index Committee, said in a statement. Borrowing costs are near record lows. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Thanks in part to a Federal Reserve open-ended commitment to purchase $40 billion of mortgage debt a month. The average rate on a 30-year fixed-rate loan was at 3.41% last week compared with 3.36% in early October. That was the lowest in data going back to 1972, according to Freddie Mac. Americans bought new homes in September at the fastest pace in 2 years, the Commerce Department reported last week, with demand up 27.1% from a year ago. Improvement in the housing market has rippled through other parts of the economy, including materials suppliers such. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. As Lowe's Cost Incorporated and Whirlpool Corporation (WHR), the world's largest appliance maker. Shares of Whirlpool, based in Benton Harbor, Michigan, reached their highest in more than 2 years this month after the company raised its 2012 earnings forecast. We continue to see some early but consistent signs of housing recovery, which makes us increasingly optimistic about a more structural demand recovery, Mark Bitzer, president of Whirlpool North America, said during an October 23 earnings call. Bloomberg table Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, earlier equals US Composite 20 0.88%, 4.78%, 2.03%, negative 1.76%, negative 0.16%, Detroit 2.27%, 11.62%, 7.58%, 10.74%, 10.60%, Phoenix. Thank you for trying Verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 1.76%, 6.58%, 18.77%, 9.59%, 10.03%, Atlanta 1.75%, 9.02%, negative 6.12%, negative 12.07%, negative 13.90%, Las Vegas 1.55%, 3.77%, 0.90%, negative 4.94%, negative 9.21%, Los Angeles 1.29%, 4.38%, 2.15%, negative 1.44%, 3.84%, Minneapolis. Thank you for trying Verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 1.19%, 9.87%, 7.44%, negative 1.36%, 1.36%, Washington, D.C. 1.08%, 4.35%, 4.32%, 3.72%, 8.04%, Cleveland 1.00%, 3.67%, 1.13%, negative 3.70%, negative 4.08%, Miami 0.95%, 4.72%, 6.66%, 1.80%. Thank you for trying Verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 0.81% equals equals 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, earlier equals San Diego 0.87%, 3.12%, 1.89%, negative 3.75%, 2.93%, Chicago. Thank you for trying Verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 0.71%, 8.13%, negative 1.63%, negative 7.30%, negative 10.03%, New York 0.71%, 3.77%, negative 2.28%, negative 5.06%, negative 5.03%, Boston 0.69%, 5.07%, 1.73%, negative 0.05%, 1.49%, Charlotte 0.56%, 2.81%, 2.80%, 0.01%, negative 3.43%, Denver. Thank you for trying Verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 0.52%, 3.89%, 5.53%, 3.82%, 2.62%, Portland 0.49%, 4.23%, 3.60%, negative 4.23%, negative 6.42%, San Francisco 0.47%, 5.24%, 5.30%, negative 0.32%, 7.47%, Tampa 0.45%, 3.51%. Thank you for trying Verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 4.19% negative 1.91% negative 5.94% Dallas 0.12% 2.31% 3.59% 1.67% negative 0.13% Seattle negative 0.06% 3.14% 3.36% negative 2.91% negative 5.25% equals The Japanese central bank announced fresh measures on Tuesday to ease monetary policy, stepping up its bid to fend off recession in the world's third-largest economy after the United States and China. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The Bank of Japan, under pressure from the government to act more decisively to halt the economy's slide, said in a statement that it would add 11 trillion yen, or $138.5 billion, to an asset-buying program that has become its main monetary policy tool. The bank will also set up a new loan program to supply banks with cheap long-term funds, a bid to pump more money into the Japanese economy to encourage growth. As expected, the bank decided to keep its benchmark interest rate at a range of 0% to 0.1%. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The Bank of Japan's governor, Masaaki Shirakawa, said that the easing measures would stay in place until Japan achieved an inflation level of at least 1%. The measures come as Japan confronts economic data that suggest its fragile recovery is threatened. The economy grew at a healthy clip earlier this year, helped by the huge reconstruction effort that followed the 2011 earthquake and tsunami. But a slowdown in exports and industrial output, brought about by the global slowdown and continued territorial spat with China, a major trading partner, is threatening to hobble that growth. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The dispute, which intensified in September, has led to boycotts of Japanese brands among Chinese consumers, forcing Japanese exporters to scale back their sales forecasts in an important market. Meanwhile, Japanese industrial output fell by 4.1% in September from August, and by 8.1% from a year earlier, data released Tuesday showed. Exports have also shown signs of a slowdown, and price data show the economy remains mired in deflation, a damaging drop in prices, wages and profit that hampers economic activity. Reflecting those risks, the central bank cut its thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Own economic and price forecasts, saying it was unlikely to meet the goal of reaching 1% inflation by the fiscal year ending March 2014. That probably will not happen until the following year, the bank said. Japan's economy is expected to level off more or less for the time being. Thereafter, however, as domestic demand remains resilient on the whole and overseas economies gradually emerge from the deceleration phase, the economy is expected to return to a moderate recovery path, the bank said in its EMEA Annual Economic Outlook, also released Tuesday. And in thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The rare joint statement, the government and the Bank of Japan said they shared the goal of beating deflation. The central bank will regularly report its outlook on prices to the cabinet, while the government will introduce its own measures to fight deflation, the statement said. Mr. Shirakawa said that for now, he saw increased risks for a marked slowdown in the global economy. The biggest change since the bank's policy meeting in September, he said, was that overseas economy seemed to be slowing down further. That was a big starting point of the bank's policy discussions. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased, he said. It is still unclear how far the bank will go to reverse Japan's decade-long deflationary malaise, made worse by the country's shrinking population. Central bankers have said that monetary policy is not enough to ease the economic problems and that the government needs to do more to facilitate growth. Even as the central bank has flooded the economy with money, bank lending has hardly risen because companies do not feel confident enough in the weak economy to fund big investments. The government has also thrown money at the economy. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Approving 422.6 billion yen in emergency spending just last week. But its ability to spend its way to economic growth is limited by a public debt burden already twice the size of its economy. Gridlock in Parliament is also blocking the bill that would allow the government to fund an almost 40 trillion yen deficit, threatening public services. Markets were unimpressed with the central bank's moves Tuesday, with the Nikkei 225 share index in Tokyo closing down nearly 1% shortly after the bank's announcement, and the Hang Seng index in Hong Kong off 0.4%. The yen strengthened, hitting "Thank you for trying verbose." This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The one-week high of 79.25 to the dollar, bringing more pain to Japanese exporters. Monetary fireworks displays are not in Bank of Japan Governor Shirakawa's nature, Nicholas Smith, Japan strategist at CLSA Asia Pacific Markets, said in a note to clients after the bank's decision. The bank will continue to face pressure from the government to step up its actions, and Mr. Shirakawa may be replaced when his current term ends in April, Mr. Smith said. And if there is one thing that all major political parties can agree on, it is that the monetary future must be "Thank you for trying verbose." This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Expansionary, he said.